Hey guys, Hopper Hot Take this evening. Yesterday, August 1st, 2021, was the 20th anniversary of Corey Stringer's death. Corey Stringer was a football player with the Minnesota Vikings who died of exertional heat stroke. But let's talk about more than just Corey Stringer. A year ago, on August 1st, 2020, Local 12 out of Cincinnati did a story about Corey Stringer and a high school football player by the name of Travis Stowers. Travis Stowers is out of Indianapolis area. Both of them died of exertional heat stroke August 1st, 2001. We know Corey's name, many of us. We know Corey's story. We also know the legacy that's left behind. The Corey Stringer Institute at the University of Connecticut was developed as a part of the settlement from the wrongful death lawsuit against the National Football League brought on by Corey Stringer's wife at the time. And the goal of the Corey Stringer Institute is to prevent sudden death in athletics. And while much of the work that they do is related to exertional heat stroke, it has expanded to incorporate a lot of sudden death and also the secondary school athlete. So again, we talk about Travis Stowers. Travis Stowers, many of us have not heard of, but he was a football player in, like I said, in the Indianapolis area who died of exertional heat stroke on that same day. The difference? There hasn't been a single on-field fatality in the National Football League since. Meanwhile, on average 12 football players will die at the high school level each year. Why? Why? And how do we fix this problem? That is the dilemma that we all face. However, there are ways that we can go about this. The Corey Stringer Institute has provided us with many opportunities to prepare ourselves as athletic trainers, to educate ourselves as high school coaches, as parents, on the signs and symptoms of exertional heat stroke, sudden cardiac arrest, brain trauma, and exertional sickling. The 4 leading causes of death that result in over 90% of sudden death in athletics. Best practices: hire an athletic trainer. But not just hire an athletic trainer, we have to support the athletic trainer and make sure they have the resources necessary to do the job correctly. In the case of exertional heat stroke, that means having policies in place that prevent it in the first place. Prevention is always better than recognition and treatment. Absolutely. So, we utilize a device called a wet bulb globe temperature or a heat stress monitor. The particular device that we use is a Kestrel 4400. There are a couple other models out there. However, the Corey Stringer Institute does recommend the Kestrel unit. I believe now it is a 5400 is the most current unit. It means having appropriate mechanisms for recognition. Exertional heat stroke requires CNS dysfunction and a core body temperature greater than 104. The only accurate and practical way of measuring a core body temperature is using a rectal thermometer. We need to make sure our athletic trainers have the training and the resources available to do just that. We are diagnosing a medical emergency after all. Third, we have to be able to treat that individual with exertional heat stroke. The gold standard for treatment of exertional heat stroke is the use of a cold tub. Cool first, transport second. This is a medical emergency that rushing off to the ER will most likely kill our patient. We want to cool them in the cold tub until their body temperature is under 102, at which point we will pull them out of the tub and transport to the ER. Again, why it's so important we have a rectal thermometer in the first place. So, Corey Stringer, Travis Stowers, and in that same year, Rashid Wheeler died of exertional heat stroke August 3rd, 2001 at the college level. High school, college, professional football. Bang, bang, bang. But again, high school and college football, we continue to see these deaths. The NFL does not. We have to do a better job. We have to stop exertional heat stroke. We must work together to put an end to exertional heat stroke and stop sudden death in athletics. Have a good night.